Y'all know she about to clown because she been clowning already. So they see her right now. So she's already looking and she's laughing. You know, look, she came in here, y'all. And for those that are watching now, the first thing she said when she walked through that door, she said, Shady, you got your knees out.
Y'all see him?
And she started sea walking before she came into the studio. I said, I know how this interview go. For those that are tuning in, I know how this go. When she said that, I said, it's about to be a long day for me. And I'm the interviewer today. So normally they're the interviewers, but actually today I get to sit and talk to her because I want to give her flowers. So I want to reintroduce Miss Karla Renee.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Thank you for having me.
Man, you're welcome. So for those that are watching, as you see, I have a media personality, but this lady, it's a sum of all things with her. It's so many things that she do, and we are going to break them down today as we talk to her. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come and sit down with me.
Anything for Shady.
Look,
it's my dog. It's my boy.
So look, she talking about my knees, y'all. So I'm sitting here rubbing on my knees.
Y'all, he got them knees out. He usually in sweats, hat on, hoodie. You can't see. He got them glistening too, y'all. They shining. They ain't even ashy. He ain't looking like Mr. Brown.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
He got a good oil on.
She's not gonna let me be great today. She's not gonna be late. She's not gonna let me be great today. All right, Karla. So look, it's time.
Okay.
You know, you've been able to walk around a flower shop. You've been here before. And it's time. I mean, you do these flowers and you've been giving flowers, but we want to make sure you are officially giving flowers from myself. And I really want to thank you for everything that you do. This is the daughter of Shreveport, Bossier City. And you've been repping hard for a long time. Graduated from Woodlawn High School. Bird. Why I thought Woodlawn? Is it because we talk about?
Because I was in Woodlawn. Yes, everybody went to Woodlawn District, but I ventured out and went to Bird.
Okay. So look, y'all. I mean, she ventured out. She stayed in the district. So yeah, she let you know she got a little hood in her. You know, I mean, I'm just letting y'all know that. I mean,
Karla from Cedar Grove.
See, she always say. That she always say. So okay, Karla. All right, here we are. So we go ahead and get started. Tell us, who is Karla Renee Gibson? Tell us a little bit about her.
I'm just literally just a girl from Cedar Grove who has always had a passion to help others. Like even when I was little, you know, it's always just been in me to help someone who's down or just to help people. Yeah. And so it just became my mission and my passion. And so I was able to go into nursing to be able to expand on that, and married, 2 children, grandson. Parents are still alive. They're still here. Okay. I have sisters. You know, I'm just me, just someone who wants to see the best in everybody, whether it's male, female, young or old. I just want to see everybody succeed. So that's just me in a nutshell.
Okay. So look, y'all, she kind of took a little sauce off of it. You know, I'm going to actually put a little sauce on it. Everyone in Shreveport, Bossier City, if they don't know Karla Renee, they know Karla Renee. So if it's not directly or indirectly, people know who you are. So I'm like, man, it's so interesting because before we actually met a year ago, we met before, but I'm saying like a formal, I already knew who you were.
Wow.
And we share something because my nephew and her daughter, they were dating for quite a while. So, you know, we family, you know, so that's how we roll. That's how we look at it. Right. All right. So
we're gonna forever be family.
For real. You better say it. Okay. So look, hey, you better say it with your chest.
I did.
Okay, Karla. So, all right, you're a nurse practitioner.
Yes.
So when did you know? And I want to don't add the nurse practitioner into this question, but when did you know in your life that you were going to become a public servant? When did you realize it?
I will honestly say probably in middle school, because let me piggyback. I thought I wanted to be a veterinarian because I loved animals. I was the one that was bringing home injured squirrels, turtles, rat, like anything. If I could get my hands on it and it needed a habitat, I wanted it as a pet and I wanted to bring it home. So I got a chance to like shadow a veterinarian, and I was like, oh, I have to work on stuff other than like dogs and rabbits and cute little animals. I got to work on like reptiles and snakes. So that kind of pulled me away from that. So then I got to be like a candy striper and got to see the healthcare aspect of it. and just watching nurses and watching them care and
Mm-hmm.
watching them take care of people in their most vulnerable state, I was like, this is it. I got to be a nurse. And so that's what, I mean, it instantly hit me. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to help people heal. I want to help them in their most vulnerable state. I want to be that person that nurtures them back to life. And I mean, I've been pushing towards that from middle school on. I was in math science magnet. So I set myself up in high school to go off to college in that avenue of nursing.
And for those that don't know, you've always been very well organized. Look, the Sisterhood podcast, even when I'm back there directing, this young lady keeps us in order, and we're always, prepared. And I really admire that about you. So how many siblings do you have, and how long have you actually been? It seems like you're always that person's gonna step up. You go step up, you go take.
So I actually I have a biological sister. Her name is Kim. She's 5 years older than me. And then I have a sister cousin, and her name is Candace. She's also 5 years older than me. So I'm the baby. And it's just weird that so being honest, and everybody knows I'm transparent.
Yeah.
I was a brat and I was bossy, but I transitioned that brattiness and that bossiness into just outward pouring and stepping up and working. So I changed it from a negative and turned it positive. And so from then on, I'm always just the one, I'm going to get things done. But it comes from my upbringing, my grandparents, on my mom's side and my dad's side. They make things happen. My mom and dad, they make things happen. I had a big sister to look up to, my sister Kim, and I know she won't care if I'm putting her business out there, but she got pregnant at a young age.
Okay.
But I watched her step up in the mother role. Yeah. Like I know women that are in their 20s married and didn't step up the way that she did. Like she took on motherhood. My mama didn't baby her. Wherever my sister went, that baby was with you. That's your responsibility. And so I watched my sister step up. So it's only natural that when I step up and do what I need to do, it's a spirit of excellence always, because that's all I know. My grandparents operate in a spirit of excellence. My parents do. So it's just embedded in us. So I can't be anything other than that. I don't know anything else other than handling my business and doing it with the spirit of excellence.
And look, and I also want to say, and I apologize that I didn't say this in the beginning, you are a strong woman of God.
Yes.
That's one thing. You praise the Lord. And, I've seen you do a lot of work in your church, in the community, for your church. So my next question, that led me to, where your motivation come from? Who was somebody you actually looked up to?
My sister. And I think I've told her this later on, but it was just my sister, just watching her as a teen mom step up and work and go to college and be successful and provide for her son. She was really my motivation to be who I am, and my parents and my grandparents, just watching them take something from, make something out of nothing and just handle business. And I just felt like I have to step up and do what they're doing. So my sister actually has been, even though I might not always been the best little sister, she actually is my motivation. She really is.
Was there like a sibling rivalry with y'all too?
I think because there was the 5 year difference in age, and I was the baby girl and I was a brat. I was spoiled. I had my way. My daddy was they have recordings of me, and my aunts would tease and say, you can't whoop me because I'm my daddy's baby, and so he could see no wrong in my eyes. My grandparents, I was just that girl. I had my way. And so I think just that kind of caused, and us being 5 years apart kind of put a little wedge, but God has a way of turning things around, and our relationship now, like is unmatched. Like my sister, that's my dog,
I got you.
the thickest thieves.
Okay. So look, we have some of your accomplishments, and we're going to actually bring across the screen. And I want you to talk about these, because I know I don't even have all of them. So, I was doing research, and I was like, man, it's so much stuff, so we're going to start off here. Okay. You are a 50 under 50 honoree.
Yes.
So how did that feel when you were nominated to do this?
So, actually, that was the first time I think that I was just like outwardly showed an honor. So it kind of took me back, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like me. And I even felt like at first that I shouldn't have been. I was like, there are other people out here doing things, my reward comes from God, it doesn't come from man. And then I had a lady that said, it's okay for people to give you your flowers.
Right.
Because for a while I didn't even post it. like the KOK people posted, and then people were sharing, and they were like, "Why didn't you tell us?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't. I'm doing it because I want to. I'm not doing it because I want trophies or accolades or ribbons or all of that." But however, I had someone to tell me, "Get your flowers while you're here, and you deserve this. This is your time." And I think the difference between me receiving the 50 under 50 when I did versus 5 years ago, because 5 years ago I was walking in Karla's will. Okay. And when I surrendered and started walking in God's will, I knew that that accolade was for me and for him. And he still gets all the glory, all those awards, that I would be nothing without him. So those are our awards together. So it was just, it was amazing.
Okay, so that experience, I mean, did it motivate you to push the button? I mean, even
to step it up.
Yeah, yes. And like you already at a level like.
Yes.
When do you ever believe that you'll be at a level where you're actually comfortable?
I don't think there will ever be. I don't think there should be. I don't know. I think you should always continue to strive to step it up. Okay. I don't want to get complacent.
Okay. So look, I was meddling through, like say, doing research. So for those that are watching, we're actually bringing up the accolades. So we talked about the 50 under. She's a 50 under 50 nominee. So tell us a little bit about, and this is in 2020, the Hero Award.
Oh gosh.
The Hero Education Award.
Yes. So I didn't even know about that award prior to receiving it. And when I first got the information about it, I actually thought it was a spam email. And then I received a call. Okay. And I began to research it. So I received that as far as education, because I teach nursing school at Grambling. Right. So and they can't tell you who nominated you. So I don't know if it was the school. I don't know if it was one of my students. But I was honored, because anybody that knows me knows I love teaching. Yeah. I've always taught. I worked at LSU. It's a teaching institute. So it's always been in me to educate others. So that award just, it was definitely a shocker and out of the blue. And I was like, oh my goodness. However, it's something that I love. It's a passion. And it's just, teaching is just second nature to me.
Okay. So look, we posted the graphics. You was on a big screen. It said 2026. So when you walked into this class and you seen yourself when they presented it?
Yes.
What was your reaction? I got to get the play-by-play with it.
I was nervous and I was shy. And it's so funny because people think I'm so outgoing and so outspoken, but I don't like walking into like a room of a lot of people. I'll walk in with someone, or I'll walk in early so I can get my seat first so people won't see me when I enter. So when I walked in, I actually walked in with a group of people and they were like, "Oh, it's Karla." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to draw the attention to me." And they're like, "Your seat is right at the front." And I'm like, "Oh,
yes."
No, I'm that, people think I'm that girl, but I'm really not that girl. But once I get in and I get comfortable, then my spirit just is going to take over. That's just the way it is. And I'm going to minister and love on the folks who are at the table with me. So walking in and just seeing my picture, I was just like, God, this is you. Like, you did this. This is me being obedient and surrendering to you. And now you're just saying, look what I can do, And so I'm just grateful for the honors and for the awards. And I'm just grateful that I'm in a position to receive them and give God all the glory.
Okay, look, I want to shout out Kay Edwards. She said, "Go, Karla." She's screaming. And take over TV, say, "What's good?"
Yeah, that's my boy. It's getting ready to go down. Can't let too many details go, but get ready to take over.
Okay, so look, like I said, we have other things that we actually want to talk about, because I like hearing your reaction to like the first times. So I know you've been a panelist before, and for those who tune into the SocialGoats podcast, you talked a little bit about the Mirror experience. So tell me about that, and how often have you been on panels like this? So I know you've been quite a bit. That's why I said I just chose one, because you kind of talked about it.
Yes.
What happened this year?
Yes. So my very first panel was back, it was maybe 4 years ago. And it was Kiana Bowan would have girls night out. And so she kind of lit fire under me to push me out there, because I was kind of hesitant. Well, everybody's out there doing that. Everybody's talking about self-care. Everybody's talking about wellness. They don't want to hear another wellness person. And she said, but they haven't heard you.
Right.
And so she kind of started it, and I did that one, and it went great. And then I kind of let me get in the way, and I kind of stopped, and then I started back up. But Mirror was an experience with the new me, the surrendered me, the walking in his will me. So there was a lot of transparency. There was a lot of nervousness behind that one because I told my story, like just sharing who I was and who I've become. So that one for me was deep because it was the first time I really truly shared the good, the bad, and the ugly about Karla.
Okay, so I'm hearing a lot about the new Karla. Okay, so tell me something about the old Karla, something that maybe no one knows about the old Karla, because we talk about the new Karla here.
Old Karla cut, and she cut deep. Like, old Karla, I'm gonna get you before you get me.
That's that Cedar Grove?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it was because I hadn't dealt with the inner trauma that I had. Like, people don't even realize where you grow up, what you go through, and how it affects how you react. So I was almost like in fight or flight, and I never felt like I fit in. So I was kind of almost like a chameleon. I would adapt to whatever situation I was in. So at one point I lost and didn't even know who I was. Like, I didn't even know who I was anymore. I could look in the mirror and be like, I don't even recognize this person because I had become so many different people in so many different areas. And so the old Karla was a people pleaser. Whatever everybody else wanted, that's what Karla wanted too. And so I just wasn't, I was walking in what everybody else wanted me to walk in. And I was that one where, again, I'm going to get you before you get me. I had no filter. I would say things, and it could be things that would hurt, but it was like, oh, well, it's the truth. And just because it's the truth, it's your delivery. So I had to learn words hurt, and so God had a way of humbling you and just, helping you to see this is who you don't want to be. And I woke up one day and said, I don't like this girl I see in the mirror, and it's time for her to change.
Okay. And one thing that I do see about you, Karla, and that's what I love you a lot. I love you with all my heart.
I love you too.
And what I've seen, just being on social media, I always see you on different people's pages, and you always giving positive affirmations. Like, and and I know they're not for me, but just seeing them, I'm like, man, this is genuinely who you are. And do you believe is that something you do because of what you've been through and trying to help, especially the younger women that I see that you kind of talking with, so that they won't actually have maybe an experience where they could not be their best self?
Yes, and it's also me being to them what I didn't have.
Okay.
And so just being there because everybody struggles, and we as women, it's always considered competition. There's no collaboration. We talked about this. And so just being what they need and what I didn't get. And that's just my goal, to help women know that you're not by yourself. It's okay to not be okay, but we're going to help you where you're not going to stay there.
Right. Okay. So look, this brings us to a big part of the conversation. And, it's something that we're aware of because I actually see it. And when we talked, tell us a little bit about Majestic Health and Wellness. When did it manifest? And tell us about it.
So I do mental health and wellness through my job, but I also do mental health and wellness talks on my own. So Majestic Health and Wellness was pretty much created so that I could keep the two separate, because I am a state employee. So there are certain regulations and things as far as what you can and can't do. So I wanted to be able to separate the two and be like, this is me in a standpoint for I'm representing my job versus this is me, I'm representing myself with my LLC. So Majestic Health and Wellness came from being able to branch out into doing more public speaking and doing talks that focus on wellness and not just physical health, not just mental health, but that spiritual component. And so I'm free to talk about my love for God when I'm talking and speaking on behalf of Majestic Health and Wellness. So it was created as a safe space for women, for information, for love, for support, for encouragement. And it's just me, a spot where I can be me and be authentically me with no reservation. I can be transparent and I can just encourage the next woman.
Okay. Now look, I'm gonna take a keyword that stuck with me, what you just said. Public speaking. It was, and I'm telling y'all, like, this woman say she be nervous. She is holding her breath over there. And I'm like, man, I'm telling y'all talk to her, she be clowning, we be acting a fool, y'all. And she's sitting over there like we ain't met, like we don't know each other. And she be clowning. If y'all know Karla Renee, y'all know how she be cutting up, man. Y'all know she be cutting up.
But I do get nervous. I'm nervous now. I'm a little better now because, and broke the ice and I'm good. So
you lucky you had some tears in your eyes too, Karla.
I do. I'm trying to hold that back because this is truly, it's a ministry for me. Like, this is my passion. I wake up in the morning and this is what I know I'm supposed to be doing.
It's coming.
So yeah.
It's coming. I heard in your voice, Karla. We
So,
gonna
yeah.
say it with our chest. You better, you better come on, girl.
But yeah, this is truly, this is me. This is what God chose me to do and be. And it's just amazing to sit and see the prayers and the support and being able to walk in his purpose, you know, and just being able to encourage someone. And I get, it be times I'll be like, I'm done with this. I'm through, you know, and then somebody will inbox me and be like, oh my gosh, I really needed that, you know, so yeah. I keep pushing.
I mean, for those that are listening on the radio and those that are watching, this is all the time, y'all. This is not for TV. You know, you watching this interview, this young lady does this all the time. And I see it all over social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on anything that I know that you're on that I see you. She is encouraging. She's uplifting. And that's who she has always been since I've known her. And like I said, it's a pleasure and an honor to be able to be in your presence and for y'all to allow me to produce what y'all do. So that leads us to this last topic of conversation.
Okay.
The Sisterhood podcast. So that word, sisterhood, you know, and I know that you are creative. So in that term, it's very, very powerful. So for you, and we've already talked, what does sisterhood mean to you?
Sisterhood to me is a village. Sisterhood to me is a safe space. Sisterhood to me is a group of women without judgment. It's a group of women that aren't going to criticize you or critique you unless it's absolutely necessary. Yeah. It's also, sisterhood is accountability. So don't let me be out here looking crazy.
Right.
I want you to love me enough to be like, now, girl, you know you was wrong. Now, girl, if you don't go delete that post. Now, girl, if you don't go take that off. You know, but also, it's, girl, I hadn't heard from you in a few days. What's up? It's knowing and filling in those gaps and being whatever that person needs for you at the time. You know, but also respecting boundaries and knowing just because somebody isn't reaching out to you doesn't mean they don't care about you. People are going through things. You know, it's not always being the strong person. It's being a village. So in a nutshell, that is what sisterhood is to me.
And when we met, you said this is one of becoming a podcast. And for those that are here, she is a media personality. So I don't want to call her a podcast because you do a lot of things in media. So I want to really just call you a media personality. So you said that podcasting was on your bucket list.
Yes.
So throughout this experience, I've had the honor of watching you grow, but you've always been the same. So like when I look, Sade, I know you're gonna get on me, Sade, but I've seen Sade grow because Karla has been the same. She just leveled up, you know what I'm saying? You see it. And like, you know, when y'all did the little preview this Sunday, like her camera awareness, y'all, it's so mad because we have cameras and she's like, she hit them. Like, it's like, you know, like you already prepared for this. And I don't get it. Like, you have a gift.
God. It's the Holy Spirit. It's God. I tell people all the time, it's not about me. I will have people come up to me and say, you remember when you spoke into my life and said such and such? And I used to feel bad. And I was like, no. And a lady stopped me. She said, don't feel bad when you don't remember. She said, that's the Holy Spirit working through you. So continue to do what you're doing and just tell them, I don't remember, but I'm glad it blessed you. Yeah. And so I pray before I got here. I'm always like, Lord, use me. So sometimes I don't remember what I've said, but it just comes natural because that's him operating through me. It's never me. It's all him.
Y'all hear it? And I promise y'all, man, y'all are watching. If you know this young lady, to know her is to love her to the fullest. I mean, this is who this young lady is all the time. If you're not having a good day, I can guarantee you, if you contacted Karla Renee via phone, DM, she's going to say something that's going to uplift you. And it may be funny or it may be, and then you always have the right thing to say at the right time. And I'm like, man, like I said, it's these gifts. And like, y'all, and that's why I said we have to bring it to the flower shop. And look, she put me off for a while, y'all. She put me off. She's like, well, I hope you forget about it. I was like, Karla, really?
Because I don't like being in the spotlight. People think I do, but I really don't. Like, I'm just me. Like, just let me be me and do me. And this is just my little ministry. Ain't nobody important. I'm just me, you know?
See, now we got to make sure she's in the spotlight even more, y'all. We got to turn up. I need people to come. We need to turn up. Y'all need to see Karla Renee even more. Just because she don't want to be in the spotlight, we need to turn up even more. And look, I see Sade. Sade said, go Karla Renee.
Hey, girl, hey. That's my sis, man. Like, for real. God made no mistakes. We've known each other forever. But the bond, like, she was my answered prayer. Like, and we're gonna talk about it in season 2, just friendships and grieving friendships and being able to accept women,
Yeah.
you know, as they are, and not being afraid because you've been hurt and you've been broken,
Yeah.
so that we can heal and receive the friendships that God has blessed us with. So yeah, that's some stuff that's coming out for
Okay.
season 2. But she's my answer prayer. That girl covers me. Who we cover each other though, but she
Yeah.
has grown. Like, she cut up on the prelude, and I was just, and she was like, Karla, why you were saying I was quiet?
She was cutting
but the
up.
Holy Spirit told me to sit and be still. That was her moment.
Ooh,
and she needed that.
She
did.
up.
She
and I'll
needed
tell
that,
y'all, now, it's already tough dealing with one of them when they cutting up, but when you have both of them, y'all, I need some help. Look, Tara Joy, I need you to come and help me with this production, because they be cutting up. They both let me have it now. Sade came completely out of her shell.
Yes.
And like I said, I watch, and if you watch shows, and if y'all watch their show, watch Karla Renee, please. I want y'all to bring some attention to it. Watch her movements, her body language. It's like, and I'm able to be behind the scenes watching y'all do what y'all do. And like when Sade talks, you know, she sits back and you can tell, like, you see her like you're very proud. Like it's kind of weird, you know, that I can see that, but it's like you sitting back and you watching her talk, you just kind of like, okay,
yeah,
go girl, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what you be doing.
Just to just watch her and seeing, it's good. So people always think about that, but when you plant seeds, the best thing is to see your harvest.
Yeah.
And so planting seeds in her of confidence, planting seeds of her, like, you have it, it's in you. And then now I'm seeing the harvest of those seeds planted. That's my reward.
Mm-hmm.
Is seeing that and seeing her, because she was on 10 and I was loving every minute of it. And the Holy Spirit said, let her have her moment. And I did.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes people always want to feel like, oh, well, Karla's the dominant one of the two. I know when I need to sit. I know when I need to step up. I know we feed off of each other.
Okay.
I know when she may not be having a good day. She may know when I'm not having a good day. So we reciprocate. And I think that's what makes us truly bonded, because we know and we pay attention and we're sensitive to each other.
And y'all see this? I'm gonna bring it back, because I told her this show is only about Karla. You see how she talk and she can go on and on. This is what she do for everybody. She does this for everybody, but this is about you. So we got to Sade, we love you, but you know this is about Karla today. You know, you had your time, Sade. Okay, so Karla, you know, I know you busy. We about to get you out of here. Tell us something about the new Karla that no one knows, not even your husband, and stuff that I know that God knows. I know he knows everything, but tell us something about the new Karla that no one knows.
I'm afraid of what's ahead.
Wow.
Because I know God is pulling me and positioning me for something big, and I'm fearful. I'm okay, but I don't want to self-sabotage, because I'm sitting here like, okay, Lord, I see where this is going, but I keep like, I don't know if I'm ready. So I'm nervous, like, hands down.
Yeah, we get
confident Karla is nervous.
When we get off this live, she's probably gonna crack on me again. But for those that ain't watching, when Karla Renee came in, she said, Darien, she said, Shady, you got your knees out today. And she started sea walking. I cannot make this up, y'all. She started sea walking. This is Karla from Cedar Grove. But when she came, sat down, this is Karla with Majestic Wellness, the media personality. She transforms. And it's like, okay, I see you, Karla, and I know you. And we cracking and laughing. So I promise y'all, as soon as we get off, and she's probably gonna crack on me and laugh before she leaves.
Yeah, because he got his knees out, y'all, and they shining. You know, Mr. Brown had them knees in his their white patch. They ain't white. I'm gonna try to catch a picture and put it on our page.
See?
He all lotioned up, and then they even above the knee. He got them legs out, y'all. It's usually sweats and a hoodie.
Oh
and he chill. He ready. He got on a little muscle shirt tight on the little sleeves.
See, she can go on and on, y'all. See, this is what she does, and this is how it goes down at the museum. So when y'all come to the Ghost Museum and Karla Renee is in the building, it's about to go down. So make sure you have your big girl drawers on. For the guys, you better make sure you have your pants on, and you better make sure they're belt tight, because Karla Renee is not holding no punches, y'all. You know, but she is the sweetest woman I've ever met in life. I love you to death.
I love you too.
Thank you.
I thank you for this is you. You did this.
She's trying to do it. You cannot. This is about you. I almost fell into it. You see, I kind of set up, and I think my eyes got look bad. But no, this is about you, Karla.
I know, but thank you. We want to give you your flowers while you're here. So thank you for seeing something in us, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But thank you.
Look, see, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna do it anyway, and I can't stop her because Karla and Sade do what they want, and you know that
We
it'll
do.
always be that way. So, is there anything else you want to leave us with before we get out of here?
Just be you. Be who God has called you to be. Don't worry about following somebody else's agenda. That's gonna have you tired and broken.
Okay.
Do what God what He has told you and instructed you to do. Do it. And if He gives you the vision, He's gonna give you the provision.
Okay.
Do it scared, do it broke, do it whatever, but just do it.
Just do it. And that's how we're gonna go. Do you have a favorite scripture, or is there any scripture you want to leave us with today?
Be still and know that God is God.
Be still and know that God is God.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, y'all, we about to get up out of here. I love you, Karl. I can't say it. I just have to make sure I say it publicly. Y'all, this lady is she's everything. Like when I say a goat, she represents everything that SocialGoats is in any way, shape, or form or fashion, y'all.
Thank you.
Look, we about to get up out of here, y'all. We go holla!